All right, now to a huge honor for one high school student this past Friday. Angad Singh won the National Speech and Debate Association Original Oratory Championship. Angad's speech was titled "Living on a Prayer" and was about the prayers that are offered following a tragedy here in the U.S. rather than action taken. Here is a bit of that speech.
After the 221 school shootings just last year, J.D. Vance offers his, but then tells us to simply accept it as a fact of life. Compare that to what happened when United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was assassinated. No prayers, but action. Insurance companies beefed up security, canceled meetings, and shut down headquarters. The message is clear. In America, CEOs get protection. Children get prayers.
Angad Singh joins us now. Good morning and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So we always ask this question. What was going through your mind when you heard your name announced as the winner?
So people would usually think that it's a very loud moment, but for me, it was actually a pretty quiet one. In that moment, I just kind of thought of all the hours I spent with my coach in the classroom, all the hours I spent with my parents, working towards writing this speech. And it was just a moment of, I was really proud.
Well, we're so proud of you, Angad. The title of your speech is Living on a Prayer, and it's about all of the thoughts and prayers that happen after there are tragedies, especially affecting young people. You said that this is a personal issue for you. How so?
It's definitely a personal issue. I'm a really religious person myself, and in my community, oftentimes in face of tragedies, we offer prayers. And it's a really good thing. It's a way for us to come together as a community, and it's a way to inspire hope in each other. But I think the important thing is not just that we're praying together, but that we're acting on those prayers together, because that's the power that we have as a community.
So can I ask what kind of prep, how do you get into this? Because it's not just writing, but it's also delivering this speech in front of an audience. What kind of training, if that's the proper word, that you undertake? Because we should remind people, you guys are still just in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in high school. So it's a really long journey to write an original oratory. It's just one of the multiple events that are offered by the NSDA, the National Speech and Debate Association. And there's months of prep that go into writing these speeches. I wrote this speech at the beginning of the year, and through the tournament season, I continually updated it and, got ready for the next tournaments. So it's all about writing the speech with current examples, memorizing it, and learning to deliver it in a way that conveys the emotion that I'm trying to invoke in people when they listen to my speech.
But Angad, how do you memorize a 13-minute speech? And then do you also have tricks that you use where you look at one person in the back of the audience and speak to them? What are the kind of devices that you use to
And can you ad-lib it, or are they looking at your speech, and if you ad-lib a line, then it doesn't count?
Yeah, so memory is a big part of original oratory and a bunch of the different speech events. And it's something that just naturally over time you learn to get good at. For me, as I'm writing the speech, I'm kind of memorizing it as I go, because I write the speeches in the way that I would normally have a conversation with someone. So I try to be really conversational in my delivery style and, try to be authentic. So memory is not that hard for me because it's just how I talk. But for eye contact, hand gestures, all these things, you have to be careful. You make sure you're, looking around the room, you're doing hand gestures all the time, you're using your facial expressions. It's a whole body routine in order to, express the emotion you want with the speech.
So what do you want to do? I mean, I know you're young, but I mean, this is a really important skill that you have. What would you like to do with it?
Honestly, the biggest impact of speech and debate as an activity is that it gives us our voices that we can use outside of the stage and outside of this activity. So I definitely have used the skills that I've learned in speech and debate, speaking up for my community, using my voice inside my community. I've worked with the Sikh temple. I've worked at my local high school to spread awareness about, my community and all the issues that we face. And I've used it to fundraise awareness and spread awareness about all the issues in the world. So it's not only something that's used to win rounds and win trophies, but it's something that we use to advocate for our communities outside of the activity. And
you're using
our advocacy doesn't end when we go off that stage.
Absolutely, because you're using these skills right now. He's doing such an incredible job.
I know.
In his
I'm like,
interview.
when I was in high school, I
know.
could not communicate that effectively.
So amazing, Angad. Well deserved. Enjoy that trophy. I don't know where you're going to fit it because it is huge. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again. Thank you.